Welcome to 6 Minute Hump Day, where we help entrepreneurs get through their busy week with a dash of inspiration, motivation, and a touch of education.
Welcome, everybody, to episode number 28 of the Jeff Lopes podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Lopes. We got a special return guest today, Alan Hidalgo. Alan's going to be going through why it is so important to start a business that the market is requesting or needing. Sit back and enjoy this episode, everyone.
Yeah, man, thanks for that introduction, Jeff. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so no matter where you're at, right? No matter where you're at in the world, no matter where you're at in your entrepreneur journey, I've seen so many people, especially in my age range, that are in their 20s or below 20s or 20s, 30s, where they struggle basically to start a business. They struggle in entrepreneurship tremendously. And I don't think it's all because they don't know how to be an entrepreneur. I really think some of them just get into the wrong business models, and it's just not the business model they should be into. So many people ask me what they should be doing. If I was to do it all, if I was to tell my younger self or tell anybody who's trying to figure out something, maybe they failed, maybe they bought courses, maybe they tried e-com or anything and just haven't had success, I would say, first, start a business. Before you start that big business that you're passionate about, start a business that's based on monetizing people's needs versus their wants. So I've always had way more success with businesses where I was monetizing a need in the marketplace, things that were necessities. So think of food, think of shelter, think of water, think of transportation. People always need real estate. So real estate's always going to be something that's secure to get into. People are going to need their trash taken out. People need to be transported. People need food, right? They depend on that. So if you can learn to be in the business of supplying things that the masses need, that if they don't have, they go crazy, you're always going to be rich. You're always going to have business. You're always going to have customers and money, and you're not going to have to market as hard. But if you focus on a business first that's more on luxuries and what people don't really need, for example, my sneaker business, that was monetizing people's wants. That was just me saying, hey, I'm going to target people that want high-end shoes. Well, guess what? When there's a recession like there is now, no one wants that. No one's looking to buy expensive products and expensive clothes. People are going to buy things that they need. So when you go to the grocery store, do you ever debate whether you're going to buy toilet paper? No, you go to the grocery store and you always buy it because it's something you need that you depend on as a human being every single day, just like water. You buy water bottles, whatever you buy. So those companies, those water bottle companies, those toilet paper companies, they're always going to be in business because the whole world needs them, okay? So in my business with Uber, I'm monetizing people always needing transportation. That's not going to go anywhere. People are always going to need to go from point A to point B. Food delivery, people are always going to need food delivered to them, okay, for convenience. So if you start a business first, that's based, even if you're not super passionate about what it is, I'm just teaching you the way to get rich quick, where you can save a lot of struggle of being the entrepreneur that goes 15 years with their passion business where they see no dollars, where they see no profit. Unfortunately, I see so many people like that, and it's depressing in my opinion. Why not start a business where you can have your cash cow, that it doesn't matter what it's in, it's just something making you money, and that funds you for things you want to do. I don't know. That's just my model as much.
No, it's essentials, right? It's essentials and getting by. And having businesses that fulfill those essentials are so key to continue yourself as an entrepreneur, which I love that. I love that little part you brought on.
Yeah. So that's my advice to anyone who's failed. Don't be like me. I was a fool. I tried to make money with things that people didn't really care about. I was trying to force my business into the market versus just choosing something that the market said they wanted and needed. I would do that if I was a beginner entrepreneur.
Say that again. That was perfect what you said.
Yeah. So my problem was I was a fool. I was trying to force people to buy into a business that I thought was the best thing on earth, right? And forcing the market to get into that business. A lot of times you can't do it. Either the market likes it or they don't. Sometimes it's accidental. But what was better was, instead of trying to force the market into something, I would basically see what the market said they wanted and what they needed and just start a business on that. And that way I was already successful from day one. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to do pitch decks. I don't have to find all this venture capital to find something to see if the market wants it, right? To me, that's just, I don't know.
What's your mindset? I did a podcast on, and part of it was, I called it "Enough's Enough," finding that sweet spot when you put a new product or a new idea into a current business, or you start a new venture. When's enough? Saying, hey, it's been 3 months and this shit isn't working. When do you pull the plug on something? Where's your mind on that?
I would say 12 months.
You do 12 months, huh? So if that's 12 months with a fresh business, or a new product on a certain business, or a new venture for a certain business?
Okay, so I don't know. It's a hard question. So most of the businesses like that I failed at, that I stopped, it was within 12 months when I was like, okay, this isn't working out. I haven't made really any significant amount of money. But I guess to be more honest, you shouldn't even wait that long, honestly, because the
I give everything a 90-day marker. 90-day, and then if you're truly passionate, I'll allow you to have 30 more days on top of that.
Okay, so I agree with you, because this is what I'll say. That makes sense. Because this is what I was going to say. Why? So the age that we live in, we're able to use Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. So we're able to see pretty quickly versus the early 2000s and the 90s if people are going to really be interested in what we have. So with that being said, I would say then, yeah, it's more like 3 months. If you're running advertising, for something you want, and you're not getting any results, you're not getting any yeses, you're not getting any purchases, especially in the info product space, then you definitely should get out of that. I mean,
and essentially nowadays with social media, everything is an info product space, right? Because you could get whatever service or product we have in front of thousands of people, millions of people, if you want to put the money behind it, right?
You should know right away. Like, if people aren't into what you're doing, honestly, before you even start the business, test out a group of people who would be your ideal avatar customers and see, hey, is this something that you would invest into financially? And if everyone's saying no, you should probably listen, and don't be a fool and just continue it. That's my opinion.
That was awesome, buddy. I appreciate everything you've had, the time you've taken, buddy. We're out.
Thanks, Jeff.